Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Dithmini De Silva.
And for the Newsfirst team, I'm Hashti Pathirana.
Newsfirst headline.
Before we take a look at your news in details, let's take a look at your headlines first. In your local top stories, Singapore court rejects request to dismiss Express Pearl case. Police shoot tipper truck that disregarded orders in Mullaitivu. Discussion between Adani Green Energy and Minister Kanchana Wijesekara. In your international headlines, 14 killed, 150 in Israeli fire on Gazans waiting for aid. And in your sports, it's cricket. Second ODI between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh today.
The news in detail. The Singapore International Commercial Court has rejected a request made by insurance agents of the shipping company of the Express Pearl vessel to reject the lawsuit filed by the government demanding compensation. Now, the insurance agents informed court that the case should be dismissed as the London court has imposed a limit on compensation for the damage caused by the vessel. The court rejected the request and ordered the insurance companies to file objections and granted time till the 24th of March. The case is scheduled to be called again on the 1st of July. In the meantime, the insurance agents of the shipping company were given the opportunity to file counter-objections to the objections filed by the Attorney General before the British High Court of Admiralty against the restrictions imposed on compensation for the damage caused by the fire and sinking of the Express Pearl vessel. The Attorney General's department says insurance agents were given time till the 24th of May. The British High Court of Admiralty had issued an order limiting the compensation that the government could receive from the shipping company to 19.5 million sterling pounds. The Sri Lankan government filed objections against it on the 29th of January.
And on to more local stories. Police have opened fire at a tipper truck that had disregarded police orders in Tharmapuram, Mullaitivu. The police media unit says the shooting was carried out last evening and the driver of the tipper truck is a wanted suspect. Police say he had escaped arrest attempts on several occasions. However, Oddusudan police arrested him yesterday after shooting at the tipper. The suspect, a 21-year-old resident of Kilinochchi, will be produced in court today.
Now in other local news, a discussion was held between officials of Adani Green Energy and the Minister of Power and Energy, Kanchana Wijesekara. Posting on X, formerly Twitter, the minister said Sagar Adani, Executive Director of Adani Green Energy, and Anil Sardana, MD and CEO of Adani Energy Solutions, called the Minister of Power and Energy yesterday. The officials of Adani Green Energy was in Sri Lanka to participate in the negotiations and discussions on the power purchase agreement for the Mannar and Poonarin 484-megawatt wind energy project. The project expects to add 250 megawatts in Mannar and 234 megawatts in Poonarin to the national grid.
International news.
Taking a look at your international news for this hour, the Hamas-run health ministry says Israeli fire killed 14 people and wounded 150 as they waited to receive aid in the Gaza Strip. In a statement, the ministry said citizens had gathered at a roundabout in Gaza City in the north when they were fired upon by Israeli forces, revising upward an initial toll of 11 dead and 100 wounded. Mohammed Ghurab, director of emergency services at a hospital in northern Gaza, told AFP there were direct shots by the occupation forces on people waiting for a food truck.
Sports news.
Now on to sports news. The second ODI between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka will kick off in Chattogram today. Bangladesh won the first ODI by 6 wickets to take a 1-0 lead in the series. Sri Lanka must win today's match to keep their hopes of winning the ODI series alive, and the match is scheduled to start at 2 p.m. local time. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Dithmini De Silva.
And for the Newsfirst team, I'm Hashti Pathirana. Thank you for watching.